Welcome, everybody, yet another episode of the Wrestling vs. the World podcast. If you're enjoying your day, sweet. If not, what the hell ever. So, we've gone through one game show that the WWF had a crossover with, being Fear Factor not that long ago. And now today we're just going to go over the first of two Weakest Link episodes. The next one will be next week. So, originally aired on November 12, 2001, the WWF took part in the Weakest Link game show. At this point, it's 8 contestants, starting with the goal of completing a chain of 8 correct consecutive answers in order to reach the target goal of $125,000. The chain resets if someone answers a question incorrectly, or if someone says bank before their question is read, to maintain the most recently won amount of money up to that point, and which will then also, as mentioned before, reset the chain. But at the end of the round, someone from the team will get eliminated by a majority vote between contestants. If there is a tie, then the player that was technically the strongest link of the round, being the best player, will get the deciding vote. The game will end with 2 contestants, where at the end we'll see who can get the most amount of questions correctly out of 5 given to determine who's the overall winner. So the contestants for this episode are William Regal. You have Triple H, who plugs Kurt Angle's shirt from WWF Shop website. Stephanie McMahon, who plugs the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view that was happening that week. You've got Lita. You've got Kurt Angle, Trish Stratus, Booker T, and Big Show, who plugs Kurt Angle's book. I do not know what was going on with all the with Kurt Angle promotion, but I'll buy it. So we start off with round 1. Some notes to bring here. Booker T did not know the old TV phrase, kiss my grits. It's told kiss my what, and he just said, but. No, that's not the phrase. And he also was asked the question, what federal holiday happens in October that celebrates the founding of America, which he thought was Thanksgiving? It's like, no, that's Columbus Day. And the host later on asks, how's your October Thanksgiving? So the team at the end of the first round pocketed a total of $16,000, the strongest link of the round being William Regal and the weakest being Booker T. And the voting process ended up voting out the Big Show with 5 votes on him, and Booker T only gaining 3 votes, so majority rules. And a side note from this, Ann was having a little chatter with Stephanie, asked, where do you get your money from? My daddy, who Ann Robinson has never heard of, she has no clue who Vince McMahon is. And then she asks, where are your large muscles? And Stephanie puts her chest, she's like, right here! Duh! Right at her chest. So yeah, those are big muscles there. They weren't there the year before, though, alright? Now you get to round 2. Some couple dumb notes here. Stephanie thought that Kit Kat was a fast food chain when asked being about getting given a break, when it was actually about McDonald's. And Booker T, when he was asked, what is the French word that means again at the end of like a stage performance, he thought it was oui oui. No, it's encore. You know, you also get it as a Pokemon move later on in the video games. So at the end of round 2, the team pockets another $10,000 this round, making the total now to $26,000. Strongest link of that round would be Kurt Angle. The weakest link was Trish. But this time, Booker T is out with 4 votes, and Trish getting 3. And another side note, Ann asked Triple H, did you marry Stephanie for her money? He goes, damn right. I mean, probably one reason why they're still married. Anyway, now you get to round 3. Kind of a surprising note, I was surprised to hear that Stephanie knew that carbon was the primary element for charcoal. The only real note you got there. And at the end of round 3, the team only pocketed $5,000, with the total now sitting at combined total of $31,000 in all this. For some reason, my MacBook is acting up with notes. So William Regal was the strongest link in this round, and Kurt Angle suddenly dropped to the weakest link for this one. And unfortunately, Kurt Angle gets eliminated with 3 votes, Trish gets 2, and Lita only got 1. And during the elimination chatter, Lita thought that George Bush was on the $1 bill, but then she realized, oh wait, that's George Washington. She's like, here, let me change my vote, I'll vote myself out. But no, you can't do that, you can't vote for yourself. So there goes Kurt. Round 4. Trish Stratus did not know Richard Nixon's line of, I am not a crook, when being addressed after the whole Watergate scandal. She's like, oh, I'm Canadian, I don't know this, I blame that. But thankfully the team pocketed a bit more money. This time around 4, they earned $8,500, so now the total's up to $39,500. Strongest link this time was Triple H, and Trish was once again the weakest link. And overall, Trish gets eliminated completely with 4 votes, and Trish gave her vote to Stephanie. And to keep kayfabe here, Stephanie was asked, why'd you vote off Trish? Oh, because Trish slept with my daddy. Trish was like, what? So they're keeping kayfabe here. Gotta appreciate that. Now you get to round 5. Stephanie, the only note I got here is Stephanie got the XFL question correctly, asking, like, who's the team that won the first championship in the XFL? Of course, she got it. I think it was like the LA Extreme or whatever it was. I never watched the XFL, so they gave her an easy one there. But unfortunately, the team didn't earn any money between Regal, Triple H, Stephanie, and Lita. So it's still got the total at $39,500. Stephanie was the strongest link this one, and Lita was linkest, and she gets completely eliminated. 2 votes there, with 1 vote easily going each to Regal and Stephanie. And then another side note. Triple H just asked, why didn't you vote for your wife? Because I got a billion reasons not to. Yeah, money, money, money. Round 6, the only thing to note, everyone struggled. Just an absolute mess between Regal, Triple H, and Stephanie. And another row in a round, no earnings. So they're still stuck at $39.5K. Stephanie was once again the strongest link, and this time Regal was the weakest link. Regal's out with 2 votes. Triple H gets 1, because Regal voted for Triple H. And Triple H said that the reason he voted for Regal instead of Stephanie, and why Regal voted for him, is because they both know their backs are hurting everything, so they try to vote each other out so they can hurry up and sit down. It's like, come on, Triple H, you can't stand for that long. Oh, wait, I forgot this was post-quad tear, and this is while he was still recovering. God, forgot, I don't know how strong the rehab was. I mean, he was on TV like 3 months prior when he was in the debut episode of WWF Excess in August, but still, I mean, he's blaming his back and everything. Now, with this, round 7 is announced that there are 90 seconds, and whatever money is earned through this round, like banked and everything, will be doubled and then added to the total. Only thing I note here that irritated me. Stephanie did not know that Garfield likes lasagna. She thought the cat eats spaghetti. Nah. So with that round, they ended up between Triple H and Stephanie, the married, on-screen married couple, not married just yet. They earned $4,500, so double to $9,000, and that means the grand total for charity was $48,500. So now you get to the deciding round. Both of them are being asked a total maximum of 5 questions. Whoever gets the most questions right, being like their own individual questions, will win at the end. If there is a tie, they'll go into overtime, 1 by 1. And in the final round, Triple H won with 3 correct answers, and Stephanie only got 2 by flopping on the last question. So at the end of the day, I believe it was like the American Red Cross or whatever Triple H was doing charity for, he won them a total of $48,500, and Stephanie just went away. And I think Stephanie said afterwards, oh, I'm going to punish Triple H in my own way. Okay, break out the hardcore BDSM stuff, I guess. I mean, either that or just saying, no sex for you. Alright, I mean, Stephanie on screen was a slut anyway, so she'll find other people to sleep with. Let's not forget, 2 months prior, it looked like she was trying to get into RVD's singlet. But anyway, yeah, that was actually a really, really fun episode of Weakest Link to see. Got a lot of good laughs. Everybody plugging Kurt Angle's merch and everything, and insulting Booker T. And let's not forget, this was after The Rock and Booker and Jericho did that whole segment where they sing, Booker T, you're an intelligent man. I mean, if this had aired before that segment, then everybody would have been like, yeah, we got more of a reason to laugh because Booker T does not do well at game shows. Needless to say. So anyway, tune in next week, folks. We're going to go over the other Weakest Link special that happened at the beginning of 2002. I remember some clips from it, and I'm going to love it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please remember, leave a like, subscribe with the bell turned on if you're listening to this on YouTube, or follow if you're listening to this podcast on any other service that this podcast is available on, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for listening, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and good day, everybody. Goodbye.